We're going to go ahead and get started. Welcome to yoga. And today, as I'm kind of feeling into what we could do with our time together tonight, I want to invite you into a practice called the breath of fire. And I teach this every once in a while. It's a more vigorous breathing practice, but it's one that's great for just kind of clearing out the room, if you will, energetically. So if you're in a funk, if you just kind of have some residue from the day, if it feels like you can't take deep breaths, if it feels like, you don't have a lot of energy, this is a practice that you can bring into your day to help kind of just bring all of that equalizing energy back to you. Okay. And so this is a quick exhale out of the nose, and you're going to feel your belly snap back. You want to make sure you're breathing through the belly as you do this practice. If you do it in the chest, you just start to hyperventilate. Now, the inhale side of the breath is autonomic or instantaneous. So it's kind of like blowing out a candle. If you got a candle in front of you, you would just blow it, and you don't even think about the inhale just happens. Same physical sensations, but the breath is happening through the nose. So it's kind of like trying to blow out a candle with your nose, but repeatedly for like 30 seconds. So, okay. So we are going to go for about 30 seconds, and then we're going to pause. I'll give you some instructions there. Then we're going to repeat it 2 more times after that. The final time will probably go for about 45 to 60 seconds. If at any point you feel out of breath, uncomfortable, or like it's just not working for you, just stop and then start back up if and when you feel like it. Okay. So we'll begin that practice in just a moment. Before we do that, let's just spend a few moments going inward to connect to the breath. So sitting comfortably, dropping the shoulders down the back, feeling the crown of the head lift, letting yourself arrive, feeling your breath in your body, the body expanding and contracting, and the movement of your breath in your abdomen. And again, this breath of fire that we are about to start is going to happen from the abdomen, not from the chest. Quick, sharp exhale, allowing the inhale to be instantaneous. Again, we'll go for about 30 seconds this first round. Go ahead and take a deep breath in to begin. Deep breath in. Hold the breath in at the top of the inhale. See light in the brain. Relax the belly. Exhale softly through the nostrils, taking an adjusting breath. And then we'll go for another 30 seconds. Take a deep breath in to begin. Deep breath in. Again, hold the breath in at the top of the inhale. See light in the brain. Relax the belly. When you get the impulse to exhale, sip a bit more breath in and retain again for just a hair longer. Then exhale slowly through the nostrils and feel your breath adjust. And for this last round, we'll go for 60 seconds. Go at your own pace, again, stopping if you need to. Please take a deep breath in to begin. Deep breath in. Again, hold the breath in at the top of the inhale. See light in the brain, relax the belly. Sip a bit more breath in. Exhale slowly through the nostrils. Hold the breath out at the bottom of the exhale for 3, 2, 1. Inhale through the nostrils slowly. Hold the breath in at the top of the inhale for 3, 2, 1. Exhale slowly through the nostrils. Holding the breath out. 3, 2, 1. Inhale slowly through the nostrils. Hold the breath in at the top of the inhale for 3, 2, 1. Exhale slowly. Holding the breath out. 3, 2, 1. Inhale slowly. Holding the breath in last time. 3, 2, and 1. Exhale softly. Let the breath adjust. And just notice sensation in your body, your mind, your energy. Maybe a bit more centered, a bit clearer, less noise. And when you're ready, go ahead and take a deeper, fuller breath. Bring the palms together and bow the chin. Honor yourself just as you are. This body, this breath, energy, and mind. It's in service of all of that we'll practice tonight. Go ahead and rub the palms together. Now take the heated palms over the eyes, brushing over the top of the head, down your neck, slowly bringing yourself back to the room around you. Good. So that was the breath of fire practice. You can do it again if you'd like to. Probably obvious after having done it. You don't want to do that after you have eaten. You want at least an hour or two after you've eaten to do that one. It's also a good one to do first thing in the morning to help stimulate the digestive system, your circulatory system, your respiratory system, and to help wake you up a bit. All right. So with that, let's come on to our backs, please. Moving your props off to the side, please come to lay down. You can take your time with that transition, but once you are there, go ahead and hug your knees into your chest. Might even feel good to rock on the spine gently here. Good. And then go ahead and bring the hips into stillness. Holding on to your right knee, go ahead and extend your left leg down to the floor and pull the toes back on both feet. Good. And just feel this gentle stretch in the hip here. And then holding behind the right thigh with both hands, foot stays flexed. Inhale, straighten the leg toward the ceiling. And exhale, bend the knee, bring it back in. Inhale, extend. And exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. And exhale, bend. Just a few more times, reaching through the heel, feeling the back of the leg lengthen as you inhale. The backs of the legs get so tight. Good. One more time. Extend and bend the knee in. Good. Now hold on to the top of the right knee with your left hand. Right knee, left hand. Your right arm relaxes out to the side. We're going to come into a twist. And let's go in and out a few times, okay? So take a deep breath in here. With your exhale, draw the right knee across the body toward the floor on your left side. And then inhale, unwind. Exhale, twist. Try to ground your right arm. Inhale, unwind. This time we're going to hold for about 3 breaths. Take the knee across, ground the right arm, and turn the chin to the right. Good. Inhale, unwind, and switch legs. Right leg goes down, left knee comes in. Starting at the beginning, just flex both feet and feel that gentle hip stretch. Wonderful. Go ahead and hold behind the thigh. With your inhale, extend the leg toward the ceiling, pull the toes back. Exhale, knee to chest, and keep going. And as we're doing the second side, it's an opportunity to see where there are asymmetries in the body. Maybe this side is more open. Maybe it's not. And that is okay. That's okay. But just notice, inhale, extending, exhale, bending. Let's do 2 more. I think that's about even. Inhale, extend. And then exhale, bend the knee, draw it in. Good. Now holding on to the left knee with the right hand, left arm relaxes out to the left. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, draw the knee across the body, twist. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, twist, ground the left arm. Inhale, unwind, and then we'll go into hold. Exhale, twist, ground the left arm and turn your chin to the left. Again, about 3 breaths here. With your next inhale, carefully unwind and relax the left leg down for a moment. Feel sensation in your body. We're going to build on that. When you're ready, please bring your right knee in. Holding behind the thigh, please extend the leg, pull the toes back. We've been here, we know this one. It's okay if your hamstring still isn't opened up yet. Take a deep breath in. With your exhale, curl the chin in toward the throat, bring the forehead up in the direction of the right knee. Stay up for the inhale. And then exhale, release the head and shoulders back down. Stay down for the inhale. Exhale, curl up. Feel the engagement at the core to help with that. And exhale, relax down. Let's do 2 more times. Curling up, exhale. Curling down, exhale. We're going to hold this time. Exhale, chin to throat, forehead lifts. And stay. And get light on the hands. You can still hold behind the leg, but don't yank yourself up, okay? Light touch with the hand on the back of the leg. Core is engaged to lift you up, especially that right core. 3, 2, and 1. Release the shoulders and the head down. Bend the knee and extend the leg to the floor. Yes, we do have to do the other side. Go ahead and hug the left knee in, holding behind the thigh. Go ahead and extend the left leg toward the ceiling. Pull the toes back. All right, when you're ready, take a deep breath in. Exhale, curl up. Stay up for the inhale. And exhale, curl back down. About 4 times total. Moving with your exhale. Curling up and curling down. Curling up, curling down. Last one, we're going to hold it. Go ahead and exhale, curl up. Stay, get light on the hands. Core engaged, breathe. Deep breath in. And exhale, release the shoulders, release the head, release the leg, and feel. Noticing sensation. All right, doing a bit more work for the core, for the back, for the everything. Go ahead and hug your right knee into your chest. Hold behind the leg, extend it toward the ceiling. Some of y'all have done this with me before. Go ahead and curl on up, chin the chin to chest, forehead toward the knee. Now, do get light on the hands here. And if this starts to be too much, you can bring the head back to the floor, but really try to keep the core engaged as much as possible. And then switch legs, and then switch legs, and switch, 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 and switch. A couple more times. 3, 2, and 1. Knees to chest, release down. Take a deep breath inside out. Good. Please keep the knees drawn into your chest and take your arms out to the side, making a T shape with your body. And if something's in the way of you doing that, you can just do goalpost arms or cactus arms. Good. Now snap the knees together, snap the ankles together. We're going to be twisting from side to side, but try to keep the knees and ankles off of the ground. You'll see what I mean. Take a deep breath in. With your exhale, drop your knees to the right, but again, they don't touch the ground. They just go as far as they can before they do. Then inhale back to center, and then exhale, knees to the left. Inhale back to center, exhale, knees to the right. Now try to keep your shoulders grounded. Inhale through center, exhale to the left. Inhale to center, to the right. We're going to keep going from side to side on your breath. And if you want to get the head involved, the chin can turn away from the knees. Just a few more times. And the next time your knees come back to center from the left, go ahead and hug them in. It might feel good again to rock on the spine here, side to side. Hmm. Good. Okay. So from here, go ahead and bring your feet flat to the floor, heels underneath your knees, about hip width apart, prepping for bridge pose. We'll start with some arm movements. We'll add the hips in just a moment. When you're ready, go ahead and lift your arms and hands toward the ceiling, then all the way overhead, knuckles on the floor above you. Then exhale, reach back up and bring the arms down. Inhale, reaching up and over. Exhale, reaching up and down. Reaching up and overhead. Up and back down again. Let's add the hips. Lift the arms as before, but also pick up the hips, reach your pelvis toward the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, release down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, release down. We're going to change things up this next time, okay? Lift the arms and hips as before. Exhale, come down, but don't let the hips touch the floor. They just almost do. The core stays engaged. And then inhale, pick it back up. Then exhale, coming down again. Keep the feet grounded. Hips just barely don't touch the floor. Then inhale, back up again. We're going to do a few more. Exhale, arms and hips come down, but don't touch. And then lift back up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift up. Good. Exhale, bring the arms and hips down. The hips are just hovering maybe a ½ inch off the floor and stay. Okay? Feel the core engaged here to hover at this point. Your arms can relax. They don't really need to do anything here. 3, 2, And with your next inhale, lift the arms, lift the hips, come into bridge pose and stay in bridge pose for about 5 breaths. And 2 more breaths. Deep breath in. And exhale, release the arms and hips all the way back down this time. Good. Feel sensation. You might feel some heat in your lower back and around your tailbone. Working that lower back tonight. And we're going to work it a bit more. So your arms can stay down by your sides for this one, okay? Keeping the left foot flat on the floor, please extend the right leg toward the ceiling and pull the toes back. Now, I know that sometimes that's not possible to bring the leg 90 degrees here, so it's okay if it's forward a little bit, but keep pulling the toes back and keep lifting it as high as you can, all right? Arms by your side, and don't clench your teeth for this one. With your next inhale, go ahead and lift the hips, reaching the heel as high as you can, and then exhale, come down, just barely don't touch the floor with the hips. Then inhale, push back up. Then exhale, come down 1/2 inch from the floor. Inhale, push up. Exhale, come down 1/2 inch from the floor. Up, down, up, down, up, down. A couple more times. Good. Then lift up to your highest point. Keep the hips raised. Point the toes. And then extend the right leg forward about 4 inches off the floor. Keep the hips raised. Lift all the way back up. I know. Keep going. Take the leg forward. Inhale, lift it back up. We're going to do 2 more. Take the leg forward. Lift it back up. One more time, you can do it. Extend the leg forward, press the hips toward the ceiling, lift up, and then bring the hips all the way down. Bend the knee, right foot to the floor. Whew. Working it out. Feel sensation. Might not feel like it now, but your lower back did love that. And it loved it so much it wants to do it again. And if you didn't like that, you still have to do it again because we want to balance out the sides of the body. Okay. So when you're ready, have your right foot flat on the floor. Extend the left leg toward the ceiling. Pull the toes back. Arms again by your sides. Moving with your breath if you can. Inhale, pick up the hips. Reach the heel high. Then exhale, come down 1/2 inch from the floor. Then press back up and come back down. Pressing up and down. Up and down. Keep going. The hips never really touching the floor here, just coming to that hovering point. Pull the toes back. Good. And then press up to your highest point. Point the toes. Extend the leg forward 4 inches off the floor. Pick it back up. Hips stay raised here. Exhale, extend it forward. Pick it up. 2 more. You can do this. Take the leg forward. Press the hips up. Inhale, lift. Last one. Extend. Press the hips. Lift. And lower the hips down. And foot to the floor. And breathe. Oh, you think that's hard? Try talking and doing it. So just feeling sensation for a moment. Good. All right, we are going to do a bit more work with bridge pose, but before we do, let's do something else. So from bridge prep, the heels underneath your knees, step your feet away from your body about 6 inches, and then take your feet as wide apart as your yoga mat. And your arms can rest out to the sides. And with an inhale, drop the knees to the right, feel the hip rock up. And then exhale, ground the lower back, bring the knees back to center, and then inhale to the left. And then exhale, ground the lower back, coming back to center. Inhale to the right, and keep going. Exhale to center, inhale to a side. Exhale to center, inhale to a side. And do keep the feet as wide apart as your yoga mat. From side to side, helping to loosen up the hips, the lower back, your iliopsoas muscle, that big wraparound muscle from your lower back, forward and down into the groin. A couple more times from side to side. And then go ahead and drop the knees to the right and stay here, okay? Again, the feet are as wide apart as your yoga mat. Now you can stay right here if you're vibing on this and this feels good. If you want to take it a step further, identify your right ankle and then place your right ankle on top of your left knee. And you can look at me if you're not sure what that means. And you're just allowing the weight of the right ankle and foot to traction the left hip, or the left thigh, I should say, out of the left hip, lengthening the psoas, lengthening the side of the body, and breathe. Now, if that doesn't feel good or doesn't feel too much, you can just release this. Good. One more breath. And then go ahead and release the right ankle back to the floor. Carefully come back through center. Take a breath in center. And then go ahead and drop the knees to the left. We'll do the same exercise on the other side. Good. So again, the feet are met with apart. That is important here. And if you want to take this second step, identify your left ankle and then place the left ankle gently on top of your right knee. Well, it's just above the knee. It's kind of on the thigh, but you get what I'm talking about. And just let the weight of the left ankle traction the thigh out of the right hip socket, lengthening that side of the body. And breathe. Taking a deeper, fuller breath. Carefully release the ankle. Bring the knees back to center. Stay here for a moment and feel. And then go ahead and slide the feet back into bridge prep. Heels underneath the knees, about hip width apart. I didn't mean for it to be this way, but most of the class apparently is going to be on the ground. I'm sure you're fine with it. So keeping the left foot on the floor, go ahead and pick up the right leg, flex the right foot, and bring the right ankle the middle of the left thigh. Right ankle, middle of left thigh. Flexing the foot protects the joint, so make sure you keep that there. Your arms can stay down by your hips here. With your next inhale, press the left foot into the floor. Lift the hips into the air, pressing through that left side. Exhale, come down. You guessed it, just hover off the ground for a sec, and then lift the hips back up. Exhale, coming down to that half-inch point, and then press back up. Exhale, coming down, hover, and back up, coming down to hover, pressing back up. One more time, down to hover, and pressing back up. Let's stay here. Let's breathe here. Keep the right foot flexed. Pressing strongly through the left side. Relax the right side just a hair. 3, 2, And one, release the hips down. Keep the leg where it's at. Feel sensation for a moment. Some of you know where we're going. Keeping that right ankle at the center of the left thigh, go ahead and pick up the left foot and bring the left knee in toward your body. Your right hand can snake between the legs, and with both hands hold behind the left thigh. Now it's tempting here to want to yank the knee in as hard as you can. Just bring it to the point where you feel the stretch or your range of motion and stay there. Again, keep the right foot flexed, and then think about relaxing your right hip, your right glute. My assumption is that it's speaking the loudest. So just ask it to relax. Notice the tension in your face and see if you can relax that tension. Not rushing these hips. Good. Now from here, keep the foot crossed. Bring the left foot back down to the floor. Right foot is flexed. You're going to drop the hips to the left, essentially bringing the right foot flat to the floor. If your range of motion allows that. If not, just allow it to go as far as you can. Now, when you do that, the right knee is going to want to buckle in toward the body. So with your left hand, just gently push away the right knee. Good. All right. And then carefully bring the knees or the hips back to center, and then go ahead and uncross. Now, because we spent so much time on that first side, it might feel good just to straighten the legs or move the legs around a little bit here before we do the second side. And then we will do the second side. So bring the right foot flat to the floor where you would have it for bridge pose. Go ahead and cross the left ankle center of the right thigh and pull the toes back. All right, arms down by your sides. We're starting over. When you're ready, go ahead and pick up the hips, pressing through the right side. Exhale, come down, just hover off the ground, and then press back up. Exhale, coming down. Press back up, coming down, pressing up, and down, and up, and down. We're going to hold it this time. Go ahead and lift up and stay. Pressing strongly through the right side, relax the left. Keep the left foot flexed. Relax the face. Press up a little higher. And then exhale, release down. Good job. Keeping the leg where it is at. Go ahead and pick up the right foot. Bring the right knee in toward your body. Left hand can snake between the legs with both hands holding behind the right thigh. Again, just bring it to the point where you feel the stretch, your range of motion, and just hold there and ask that left hip, the left glute, to relax. Just ask it to relax. It may not want to. It might not be interested in that narrative, that conversation, that story, and that's okay. Just hold space for that hip to relax. Staying for just a little bit longer, keeping that left foot flexed. Good. Now carefully bring the right foot back to the floor. Keep the leg crossed. And flexing the foot again, you're going to drop the hips to the right, essentially bringing that left foot flat to the floor. Now, again, the knee is going to want to buckle in. So with your right hand, just press the knee away and breathe. All right, when you're ready, go ahead and unwind and uncross. Extend the legs down, feel for a moment. Good. So now I'm committed to just keeping us on the ground. But I am going to have us roll over onto our abdomens for the next couple of exercises. So when you're ready, just go ahead and roll and scooch. There's something grounding about staying on the ground. Don't you agree? So to start, we're going to be in Sphinx pose. So you're going to bring your elbows, or sorry, your forearms to the ground, the elbows just a little bit forward of your shoulder joint. Press the forearms and hands into the floor, lift the chest, and look forward. Think about taking your shoulders down your back a bit and breathe. Good. Now the tops of your thighs, your quadriceps have been working really hard tonight, so we're going to give them a bit of relief now, all right? So crossing your right arm in front of you, and you're going to come down a little bit, and that's okay, but do think about keeping the chest and head lifting. Bend your left knee. With your left hand, reach back and grab the base of your toes. Not the ankle, not the foot, but the base of the toes. Good. Now, when you do that, the left hip bone pops up off the floor. So with an exhale, roll that hip back down, and then start to guide the left heel into your left hip and breathe. And again, try to keep the chest lifting, the head looking forward. 3, 2, and 1. Don't slingshot it. Gently release the foot. Cross the left arm forward in front of you and just bring the forehead down onto the hands or the arms for a moment. And then we're going to do the other side. So crossing your left arm in front of you, go ahead and bend the right knee and reach back and grab the base of the toes with your right hand. Now the right hip naturally pops up off the floor. So with an exhale, roll it back down and then start to guide the heel in toward the seat. Keep that right hip bone grounding. Keep the head and chest lifting. Keep that breath breathing. There's so much to do here. Staying for just a few more breaths. And again, don't slingshot it, but gently release the leg down to the floor. Cross the arms in front, forehead to hands or arms. Take a moment. Good. Now from here, please slide your hands back underneath your shoulders, grounding the pelvis. With your next inhale, lift the head, chest, and your legs, locust pose. Exhale, release down, turn the head to a side. Inhale, lift the head, chest, and legs, locust pose. Exhale, release, turn the head to the other side. 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. You're going to stay up this time. Inhale, rise. Just for 3 breaths. Shoulders down the back, inner thighs lifting. Deep breath in. And exhale, release down. You can turn the head if you'd like. And relaxing the upper body, go ahead and bend both knees, heels and soles of the feet toward the ceiling. And just windshield wiper the legs from side to side. Just loose hip sockets here. This helps to relieve tension in the lower back as well, from side to side. And if your head is turned to a side, turn it to the other side. Three, two, and one. Bring the legs down. Good. From here, we will move into crocodile pose, starting with the feet. Take the feet as wide apart as your yoga mat. Feel the hips open as the inside arches rest against the floor. If you know what that means, just look at my feet. Good. Now with the upper body, you're going to lift the chest a little bit to start here. And you're going to cross your arms in front of you. Now, this is not a face plant. The arms aren't forward. We're not even doing this. It's not even this. You want the elbows to be back far enough towards your body so the chest lifts up off the floor. And then from here, the head can come down onto the hands or arms. There's always a little bit of a lift in the sternum, okay? So go ahead and come into that. And what this does is it spreads the pelvis and your abdomen, the soft abdomen, into the floor. And as we establish this pose, we'll then add a little bit of breath work, which is the abdominal breath and the belly breath. And so with your inhale, feel the pelvis and abdomen press into the floor. Then exhale, feel the pelvis and abdomen relax. Breathing to the belly. And as you do so, let's bring in one more element to the breath, which is the audible breath. So gently constrict the back of the throat and make just a soft snore type sound here. Sounds like the ocean or Darth Vader or just a snore. Breathing softly, that audible sound, breathing to the abdomen. Staying here with this breath for just a little bit longer. All right. When you're ready, please take a deeper, fuller breath. And bring the feet closer together. Release the arms and take your time as you roll over onto your back for just a few more exercises. Now, when you do get onto your back and take your time with that, just stop for a moment and just notice. That last exercise we did is technically a restorative posture. You might feel a wave of could be relaxation. It might feel like fatigue. It might feel like you could fall asleep at any moment. And all of that is welcome. Just be aware of whatever that is for you. And then take a deeper breath. And I'm going to ask you to extend your arms all the way overhead, knuckles on the floor above you. And you can interlace your fingers here if you'd like to. Turn your palms away from your head. And I want you to give a big stretch in both directions through the heels and hands like you just woke up. Big stretch, reach. And then release. We're going to do that again. Stretch in both directions like you just woke up. Some of you just did. Reach. And release one more time because 3 is just psychologically satisfying. One more time. Reach. And release. Bring your arms back down by your sides. Bring your feet flat to the floor, heels underneath your knees. Believe it or not, we're not done yet with bridge pose. We are winding it down. So I want you to bring the soles of your feet together, allowing the pinky edge of the feet to rest on the ground. And you want your heels as close into your body as you can, okay? Now your arms can just relax by your sides. Pressing the pinky edge of your feet into the floor, please lift your hips. Exhale, slowly lower the hips back down. So we're doing butterfly bridge. Inhale, lift the hips back up. And exhale, lower the hips back down. Again, inhale, hips rise. Exhale down. We'll do about 2 more times. And as you do so, you might notice your hips wobbling from side to side. Try to stabilize at the core and at your glutes to make it a smooth ride up and a smooth ride down. Let's do one more just to feel that. And then inhale, lift the hips toward the ceiling. Keep them there. Keep the hips raised. Now your feet might fall apart here, and that's okay. Take a deep breath in and exhale, squeeze the knees toward one another. Again, hips stay lifting. And then inhale, open up. Exhale, squeeze the knees together. Press up. Inhale, open up. Exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, open 2 more times. Exhale, squeeze it up. Press the pelvis. Inhale, open. Last one, squeeze the knees together. Press the hips up. Stay for 3. Squeeze it together. 2. One more breath. And 1. Take the knees wide. Slowly lower the hips back down. Good. Keeping the soles of the feet together, please bring the feet in toward your body. You can reach out and hold onto the ankles, the shins. Some of you might be able to hold onto the pinky edge of the feet, but draw the feet in toward your body. Knees going wide. Good. And then go ahead and bring the knees together. Keep the knees in toward your chest. Take your arms out to the sides again. Take a deep breath in. And with your exhale, go ahead and drop the knees all the way to the right. Rest them down. Ground your left arm and hand and shoulder. Turn the chin to the left. And we're going to stay for a few breaths. Good. Then inhale, unwind. And then take the knees to the left. Grounding your right arm and shoulder, turning the chin to the right. Again, just a few breaths here. And then inhale, carefully unwind. Hug the knees in. And then hold behind both thighs with respective hands. Flexing the feet, extend your legs toward the ceiling and reach through the heels. Now, as you reach up through the heels, think about grounding your tailbone back down to the floor. 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees. And then carefully extend your legs down to the floor, heels about mat width apart, and allow the toes to fall out to the sides, your arms resting down by your sides, palms face up. Settling in to rest here for a few minutes. Relax your jaw, your eyes, all the muscles of the face. And just feel the effort in your body move toward the back of your body and feel it seep into the floor. And just know that for the next few minutes, there's nothing that you need to do. You can simply just let yourself be. peace, peace, peace. Please begin to take a deeper, fuller breath, knowing that if more rest is what you require, you can always return to this place. You can always return to this state. But making gentle movements now in your hands and feet, arms and legs. Take your time as you roll to your right side. Take your time as you then come up to a comfortable seat. And as you come to a seat, bring your palms together and bow the chin. Take a breath in and out. And feel your body, your energy, and your mind grounded, rooted, stable, steady from this practice. And in witnessing that, feel gratitude to yourself, honor yourself for having done the work to achieve this state, however far you got into it. And may all of that effort and this practice continue to help keep you grounded. So until next time, namaste.